Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, but that's because I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 children. Well, only 3 of them are in school, but 5 kids are 5 kids. So, today's video, I just wanted to share some curriculum advice with you. I feel like it's starting to turn over to be a new school year, and a lot of people are looking at different curriculum, things that they want to try, checking YouTube for that different curriculum. So I'm just going to share my advice. First piece of advice I have for you. Curriculum is just like everybody's favorite beverage. Nobody's going to like the same one. Nobody's going to have the same thing that works for their family. And sometimes within your family, some kids aren't going to like the exact same thing, which is fine, and that's why you homeschool, right? But that being said, really do your own personal research on curriculum. I know, and I'll have a video coming out on this later, there was a really popular curriculum that I purchased because I thought that it would work for my family. It didn't, and it was expensive. And I thought I had done my research really well, and I think that I did, and in the end it just wasn't feasible for my family at the point of stage that we're in. So be sure that when you're researching this curriculum that you have the time to do what it needs to happen, and that your family is mentally ready for it, and that they are able to sit through longer lessons, and that they want to sit through longer lessons. I find that shorter lessons with younger kids tend to work better, especially if you're like, this is a family style lesson, the kids can just go off and do whatever they want. Yes, that is true to a point, but your little kids still need you and they still want you. So if you're spending an hour on history or science with your older kids and your younger one hung out for like 5-10 minutes, chances are before that hour is over that they are going to need your attention, and you may get frazzled or frustrated if you're in the middle of something. So even though it's a family style curriculum, be sure that you are including all of the learning capabilities and abilities of your family and of your children. And sometimes that means holding off on something that looks really cool and really great, and you know that you would love teaching your kids until your younger ones are older and they get the benefits of that, even if that means that your older kids miss out on that science opportunity. My second piece of advice is that if you have little kids, Open and Go curriculum is going to be your best friend. And here's why. There's no prep time. Your little ones are wanting your attention anyways. I have a 6th grader, a 4th grader, a kindergartner, a preschooler, he's 3, and then I have a 1-year-old. So for me right now, the stage of life that I am in, I need something quick and easy and not a lot of prep. I need to be able to check their books, put it away. I need to be able to open up and read what I need to read and then get on with my day. Because like I said, those little kids need your love, time, and attention. And sitting down to do an hour's lesson devotedly for my older 2 does not make sense for my younger 3. They just can't do it unless they have a dedicated nap time. But I like to have mom time during my nap time, which I will go over in another video about how not to lose yourself while homeschooling. Another piece of advice that I have, even if you have older children, sometimes that doesn't mean that they are able to sit and listen for an hour on end. So choose curriculum that is going to match your child's learning ability. Just because Sarah over on a different YouTube channel, I don't know if there is a Sarah, so don't be quoting me, thinks that this is great and you feel like your kids are kind of the same and you feel like your kids have kind of the same learning ability, doesn't mean that if you bring it into your home it's going to work necessarily. But also, if you find a curriculum that your children love but it's just taking too long, don't be afraid to cut things out. Don't be afraid to not use whole parts of it. A curriculum can be expensive. And if you spend a lot of money on something and you don't feel like it's working for your family, see if maybe you just need to take some things out. Later on in your homeschooling journey, as your younger ones get older or as your older ones are able to listen better, you can redo that whole curriculum, adding in those things that you decided to drop out, and it'll be a whole new learning experience for your kids. But another piece of advice I have for you is make sure you know what you can handle when it comes to prepping for curriculum. Do you like to do a lot of prep or a little bit of prep? That will help you decide what type of curriculum you want. There are a lot of curriculums out there that are more prep than I care to have right now in my life, especially if it's requiring me to go to the library a lot. I can't do that with all of my little kids, partially because our library is pretty far, and so a weekly, daily visit isn't feasible for us. Okay, this was a super short video and I hope it was helpful. But just remember that at the end of the day, not all curriculum is going to work for everyone. That doesn't mean it's a bad curriculum. That just means that it doesn't work for your family, your child, your stage of life that you're in. So maybe shelf it and come back to it if you know that you love it and your kids just aren't ready for it. But if you know that's just not going to work, it's not what you thought it was, don't feel bad to resell it on a Facebook homeschool page or to just give it to another family and swap curriculum. That's all the advice I have when you're looking for curriculum. Good luck. It's hard finding what's right for your family if you're looking for a change. And sometimes if you find what's right for your family, it's hard sticking with the same thing because sometimes you just feel like it is boring and like so routine, and you know what's coming, you know what's happening next. But just know that sometimes having the same routine is really great for your kids. Good luck, and I hope this video was helpful. Happy curriculum shopping. Bye, guys.